Hey everybody, this is Robert Mack with Irvine Real Estate Link, your link to the information that you need to make the right decisions. So, interest rates are amazing, and a lot of buyers have been jumping off the fence because they want to take advantage of the low interest rates because they know that it's a long-term investment. And I want to make a video today called the 3 costly buyer mistakes because, I've been working with a lot of buyers and I've been noticing that each buyer is a little bit different, and when they come to me, some are prepared and some aren't. So I want to make this video so that you as the viewers, if you're a buyer or considering to purchase, you understand that these are the 3 crucial things that you want to make sure you have before you get started. So number 1, you want to make sure you find a great real estate agent, a local specialist in the area that you're working in. Obviously, if you can get a referral, that's fantastic, but if you can't get a referral, make sure you do your research. If you check out my website, you can see there's a section called testimonials where I put all of my past client, current client testimonials on there so that people can get a feel for how myself and my team help our clients. We're here to serve, and I'm very open with who I've helped and their experience. So make sure you choose a great agent. Now, when I say a great agent, I've made some notes here. You want to choose an agent who has the heart of a teacher. You want to make sure that they're willing to put in the time to help educate you along the way throughout the process. A lot of times real estate agents make the assumption that the buyer or seller knows exactly what's going on at all times, and that may not be the case. So make sure you choose somebody who's willing to sit down and spend time with you, willing to explain the process to you, willing to help set your expectations, willing to go the extra mile so that you understand all the forms and you make sure that you understand everything that you're signing so that you feel fully comfortable in moving forward. You want to choose an agent who you can count on, somebody who's going to be on your team. Do you trust the agent? Do you feel like you can trust the agent? Do you feel as if they're putting your best interest as a top priority? Make sure you choose an agent that you can trust. You also want to make sure you can choose an agent who you can get a hold of. Communication is the #1 biggest complaint among all consumers in terms of real estate transactions, purchases or sales or even leases. So make sure you choose an agent who you know you can get a hold of when times get tough. You also want to make sure that you choose an agent who's well connected in the community. Do they know other realtors? Do they know third-party vendors who can help you with inspections, escrows, titles, things like that? Do you want to work with an agent who can refer you to other great professionals, or do you want to work with an agent who can't? That's very important. Also, you want to make sure you choose an agent who understands the local market. Because of the internet, many agents have become very general, and they go to different areas. You want to make sure you work with a local specialist, one who understands the schools, one who understands the location in terms of freeways, parks, grocery shopping, things like that, entertainment, things like that. You want to make sure you're choosing to work with an agent who understands the area. At the MAC team, when we get a referral to a client who's out of the area that we specialize in, we refer to an agent who specializes in that specific area. We have an extended team. So make sure you're working with an agent who specializes in the area that you are interested in purchasing in so that you get all the facts. Second costly buyer mistake, which you want to make sure you don't avoid. Get a great lender. Find a great lender and make sure you get pre-approved prior to starting your home search. Now, if you work with the MAC team, we have several different lenders that we work with. Depending on your need, we can refer you to any great lender at any time. We just have to ask a couple questions, make sure we understand what your goals are, and we can refer you to a great lender. I have 2 or 3 very hand-picked lenders that I've been working with for over 3 or 4 years that I feel highly comfortable working with, and I know they have my client's best interest in mind. And that's important. If you're working with a great agent, if you've chosen the right agent to work with, you want to make sure you ask them for a referral to a great lender because you want to get pre-approved. You want to learn how much you can afford. You want to know how much to budget for on a monthly basis. You want to make sure you qualify. These are all, you don't want to assume this criteria. You want to make sure you know what you can afford, how much your monthly payment is going to be, and whether or not you'll be able to get a loan approved in your name. That's very important. Also, making sure that you can get a hold of them, making sure they have a heart of a teacher, and all those other things are very important as well. And finally, you want to make sure you understand the buyer timeline. Many buyers are renting right now and they have a month before they have to make a decision because their lease is on a month-to-month basis, and they feel that, okay, well, let me go look for a property, I'll buy the property, and in a month or 2 I'll be done. You want to make sure that when you choose an agent to work with, you sit down with them and you discuss the buyer the home buying process so that your expectations can be set. Because if your expectations are not met, you'll be very frustrated with the process. A couple things I want to go over real quick. You want to make sure you take into consideration how long it'll take you to get pre-approved. How long will it take you to gather all your documentation? How long will it take you to make sure that you've provided everything to your lender so they can get you pre-approved? I would generally, allocate 1 to 2 weeks for the pre-approval process. Then you have the home buying process. How long do you think it'll take to buy a home? It could take as low as 1 month. It could take as much as 6 months, maybe more, maybe less. It's good to safely allocate 3 to 4 months to find a great home. It all depends on your price range. It all depends on the type of loan you're looking for. It all depends on the area you're looking in. It all depends on the type of sale you're looking for. If you're looking for a $100,000 property, going with an FHA loan, and you're looking in a community where there's a lot of competition, it's going to be tougher. If you're looking for a $1 million property or a $2 million property, the competition is not going to be as stiff. So it all depends on what you're looking for, and we set up a plan accordingly. And finally, don't forget to take into account the escrow process. That can go as anywhere between 30 days up to 60 days. So if you really take into account the 2 weeks for getting pre-approved, the 4 months for looking for a home, and the 1.5 months for the escrow process, on average, from the start of the process to the end, you're looking at about 6 to 7 months. So it's important to understand that. But like I said, it all depends on your specific situation. So make sure you talk with your lender and your realtor, and you make sure you all together as a team set up a realistic time frame so that you can go buy that. So that's my message for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to share this with anybody you know who's looking to buy a property in the near future. If you want to leave a comment, please feel free to do so. Go to my website at www.irvinerealestatелink.com for so many great buyers and sellers resources. And if you have time, like my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Irvine Real Estate Link. There you can keep up with all my great videos, and you can also keep up with them by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you soon.